They say someone will come save you, but what if no one does? What if the hands you keep waiting for never arrive? What if the only hand that was ever meant to lift you up is the one at the end of your own arm? Be your own rescue, because strength doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers in your darkest hour. Get up, and you rise, not because you're ready, not because you're fearless, but because staying down is no longer an option. No one sees your sleepless nights. No one feels the war inside your mind. But every time you choose to keep going, you become your own hero. You become the reason you didn't quit. That's what real power is. You don't need perfect plans. You need relentless action. You don't need someone to come write your story. You need to grab the damn pen and bleed truth onto every line. The day you stop waiting is the day you start winning. No one knows how many times you've broken, but you do. And still, here you are, standing on the ruins, ready to build again. If that's not power, what is? Don't wait for the world to understand your fire. Set yourself ablaze anyway. Burn for what you believe in, even if you burn alone. Be your own rescue, even if your hands are shaking. No one is coming. Good. Now it's your turn. Be the answer to your own prayers. This life is not a rehearsal. It won't wait for you to feel ready. It doesn't hand out maps or guarantees, but it rewards the ones who move, even when the path is unknown. Be willing to walk alone. Be willing to rise without a hand to hold, because one day they'll ask how you did it, and you'll smile and say, I became everything I needed. Every time you felt lost but kept walking, you were rescuing yourself. Every moment you doubted your strength but still acted, you were training to be unbreakable. The voice that tells you you're not enough is lying. The truth is, you were never meant to fit in. You were built to rise out of fire. You are not your pain. You are what survives it. You are not your fears. You are the fight that walks through them. The world won't always clap, so clap for yourself. Be proud of yourself in silence. Win in shadows. And when the world notices, let them wonder how you made it. Because here's the truth. They wouldn't have survived what you did. You don't need to be loud to be powerful. Stillness can be deadly. Quiet hustle is still hustle. And peace, that's earned. You don't need a rescue boat. You are the ocean. You don't need saving. You need awakening. When you realize that no one is responsible for your healing, your happiness, your growth, you set yourself free. Don't just survive the storm. Learn to become it. Rise with the thunder in your chest and the storm in your eyes. And when they ask how you became so strong, tell them, I stopped waiting. Be your own rescue, especially when no one claps, especially when no one calls, especially when you feel like giving up. That's when it counts. That's when you become who you're meant to be. Strength is not the absence of pain. It's the refusal to be controlled by it. You don't become powerful by being untouched. You become powerful by being unbroken. The ones who carry their scars like armor, they lead the way. Let your scars speak of survival, not surrender. Don't fear your dark days. They are training you for brilliance. Be your own rescue, even when you don't recognize yourself, even when you fall, especially when you fall. Stand up like you've already seen the finish line. Fight like your name is written on victory. Chase your purpose like your breath depends on it, because it does. The world doesn't need more people playing small. The world needs your fire. The world needs your raw, messy, powerful truth. You were never meant to be silent. You were meant to shake the ground with your comeback. You were meant to rise louder than your past. You were meant to build from ashes, not wait for perfection. Be the one who runs into the fire, not away from it. Be the one who builds a life so powerful, even your past can't catch up. You don't need saving. You need belief. You need to look in the mirror and say, if no one's coming to help me, I'll help myself. Say it again. Say it louder. Say it until the doubt disappears. Because the most dangerous thing in the world is a person who finally realizes their own power. And today, that's you. The strongest rescue comes from within. No lifeline is greater than your own will to rise. When the world turns its back, turn to yourself and watch how far you can go. You are the author of your comeback story. Every fall is just a plot twist, not the end. Self-rescue is not weakness. It's the fiercest form of courage. Waiting for a hero, become the one you've been waiting for all along. If no hand reaches out, be the one to extend yours, because you deserve your own salvation. Every scar you bear is a medal for battles you fought and won solo. You don't wait for light. You become the flame that guides yourself through.